I'm here with Indian Riverhead football coach Brandon Carr. His Braves win it to move to 4-0, 49-10 over Deep Creek on the road here. Coach, you know Coach Twine's going to have his guys prepped. It's a Saturday. You move the game back a day from the weather. First half is 21-10, but what was the difference in the second half to enable you guys to pull away and win this by a running clock margin?
It's that adjustment like you talk about. Whenever you take kids out of routine, kind of slows them down. So that, they gotta wake up on their Saturday morning fields and get it out of them and get back to the game. So that's what we did in the second half. They just woke up and started playing football.
I felt like every time I saw you being an off-season at games the last 2 years, I talked about how underrated Jordan Harris was for who's now at Norfolk State. They got themselves a steal, and I feel like I'm doing that now with Trayvon Kenyon. 17 career picks. He's got 3 pick sixes the last 2 years, and today he breaks on one and helps you open up the game. What makes him so special and unique back there for your secondary?
Trey is a 3-year starter now. He's a student of the game. We have Coach Tank in our secondary now, and they're joined at the hip. He's always asking questions,
and
always learning.
That's Coach Tank Land for those that aren't familiar, right?
Yes, sir.
Played in the area, yep.
And our defensive coordinator, Coach Fu, he spends a lot of time asking him a lot of things to learn the defense to be comfortable. And so that's what makes him the player that he is.
Yeah, good to have that camaraderie, competitiveness in practice. A guy who used to make some picks back in his days playing over at Ocean Lakes. For you guys, it felt like up front you guys were able to bottle up a lot of their run game with their quarterback, Breon Cuffey. Was that the emphasis of the break? Because after halftime, just 39 yards, and it felt like a lot of your linebackers, defensive guys were making plays in the backfield.
Yeah, we went inside and we had a spirited conversation about, getting hats on them and, putting those licks on them. And they responded in the second half, so that was good to see.
You told me a few weeks back that you love not just the versatility in your offense, which we'll get to in a minute, but led by your new quarterback in Cam Kirby, but the defensive players that are stepping up. Freshmen for you, Casey Jordan, who's like among the area leaders in sacks. And today, number 0 for you, who's playing both sides of the ball, Andre, I think it's DJ Alexander. He's got a lot of upside to him. What makes those guys tick? And have you not been afraid to see these guys go into the fire and make these type of plays? You've got to be pleased with it, right?
I'm very pleased with them. But those are 2 young men who have, since day one, since they hit Indian River, they've worked hard. They've attacked the weight room. All the guys who are students of the game, both of them, if they make a mistake once, they're eager to learn how to correct it, and they don't make it twice.
Mm-hmm. You graduated a good quarterback in Tyler Allison, who was an all-region performer for you as you won the Region 5A title. In steps Cam Kirby, comes in for you guys. 264 yards today, 4 TDs, 2 passing, 2 rushing. What are you liking about his progression right now?
I just like how he's taking everything that we're doing offensively. Coach Lee is doing a good job calling the plays and, spreading that ball around, but also playing to his strength. So, between the design of our offense and his ability, I just really love the way he's taken to it and understanding it.
You've been an assistant. You played in the Southeast District. You got roots here in the 757, but you get elevated to head coach a couple years back. And Indian River's been, knocking on that championship door. You guys won a region title last year. It feels like in a lot of ways you're flying under the radar. Big games are coming. Do you like that though? The ones upcoming, including Kingsport next week, will test you guys. What are you seeing here as we're almost at the halfway point from your group? The good, the bad, the things you got to clean up, and what can help you maybe make another run?
We're shooting for perfection over here. We haven't hit it. We haven't played our best game of football yet. Our game 1 against Verona up in Richmond, we were battle tested. We showed a lot of good things and we got better from it. So I'm looking forward to the stretch down the line. That's why we played a game that we did early on game 1 to kind of get them ready and prepared mentally and physically for the stretch we're about to see.
Well, really sharp performance today. Thank you so much. All the best and congrats.
Yes, sir. Thank you.